up? Y'all already know this is Punch Unboxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, so George Kambosos Jr. has activated his rematch clause, and boxing fans is going, oh, come on, man. Come on, you got outboxed, man. Come on, we don't want to see that fight. We don't want to see that fight. Look. To be honest, I don't want to see that fight. But to be honest, though, I don't think that Devin Haney demoralized George Kambosos Jr. And I think this is why he's taking he's activating his rematch, because he didn't beat him up to a pulp. He didn't take no punishment. He ain't had a nosebleed. He just got outboxed. So it's not like it's a dangerous move by George Kambosos Jr. And to be honest, man, I gotta keep it real. As great as Devin Haney was working the jab, as great he was working the jab, to be honest, I think that George Kambosos could actually make some adjustments, because that's the George Kambosos that I actually studied for like 3 years. You know, he didn't throw a lot of punches. He actually throw a lot of punches. Again, I believe that Devin Haney will beat him in a rematch, but I'm just saying that I think that the reason why he activated the rematch clause is because he didn't demoralize him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Devin Haney should have had a chance where he hurt George Kambosos, and then he would have thought twice in activating that type of rematch. But he'd be like, oh, yo, even if I lose, it's not taking any type of punishment. And I think that Devin Haney should have punished him. I think he had the opportunity to do way more. If he neutralized him just with the jab, if he beat him just with the jab, basically with one arm, he could have done more to hurt him, try to stop him. Or is it deception? What George Kambosos was talking about, the art of war. You know, I already got a rematch, so I don't even got to give him all my repertoire. You feel me? Nah. But let's try to give that sense the benefit of the doubt. Let's just try. I know that a lot of people don't want to try, but at the end of the day, he already activated the rematch clause. There got to be some type of storyline, right? So this is what I think the storyline is really going to be, or he's looking at it, or probably could potentially be looking at it. He knew he was going to have a rematch, so he fought like it was going to be a rematch. Because I'm gonna be perfectly honest, like I just stated, George Kambosos studied George Kambosos, and he didn't fight the way that he usually fight. Now, some of the people gonna be like, well, Devin Haney neutralized his offense. I just didn't think that he just had the right approach. I didn't even think he tried. George Kambosos throw more punches. George Kambosos three, four punch combinations. You know what I'm saying? And he also, look, if you study George Kambosos, study all his fights, he rarely goes 3 to 4 seconds without throwing a punch. So when I want to see in the first round, I'm saying, why these guys acting like a counter puncher? Why he acting like Danny Garcia? You know? So maybe that's what it is, deception. Nah. But I do believe that George Kambosos is good enough to make some type of adjustments. I don't think that he has the skills and talent to be losing to a guy with not you know what I'm saying, traditional punching power. You know what I'm saying? Kid Dynamite punching power. You know what I'm saying? Javante Davis punching power. To lose to a guy basically with one arm. So I think that he could make the adjustments. I'm not interested in seeing the rematch. I want to see Devin Haney versus Javante Davis. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, something like that. Or moving to 140, I just didn't think that George Kambosos did anything to grant the rematch, or even have the type of people to come and buy his fight. Like I think he did a disservice to Australia, to the Australian people, not going for it. But hey, maybe he's trying. Maybe he fought like it was a rematch. Let's see. Subscribe to the channel.